Hey guys, hope things are going well. I've switched tables for just a little bit so I can paint over here on my computer desk. Been painting over on the other desk just because didn't think I had enough room over here, but then realized I could, since I'm not going to actually be working on my computer while I paint, I can move the keyboard out of the way and voila, I can now paint in front of my computer screen. Maybe put some people's videos up and switch through them as I paint. You know, it only took me, what, 3 weeks? Almost 3 weeks to figure that out. Brilliant, Daniel, brilliant. That's still about the same color. We need to brighten that up a little bit. Do I have a... I'm going to put the basic skin tone in and make it look a little fleshy. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Let's see how that works out. But we still want it to be kind of dry and husky, just like your mom. But it's a bad joke. It's a bad joke. It's a bad joke. Yeah, I need to paint over the skull again. Wrong paintbrush. Let's find the right paintbrush. Also gives me my collection of paintbrushes right at my fingertips. But I did get to watch a few videos, not for very long. Today is the day that the boys stay home with me, and that is always the most exciting day of the week. Did get some writing done. Wrote on a short story that I started back at the beginning of this semester. I still think in school years, even though I don't actually go to school anymore, because I'm finished back in December with my master's in library science. Genuine librarian. But that's a little better. His skull was too skullerific there. That looks really nice actually. Wash that with a little brown and then highlight it with some white. Yeah, actually I think I'm going to keep the more brown tone. Let's see how this lightens it up. See how it goes. Yeah, it says today, but today was spent working with kids, went to the gym, did squats today. Squats. Went to my Aikido class. Just got back about 30 minutes ago. Already walked the dog, ate dinner. You don't eat before Aikido class or else you end up making Aikido vomit. Well, this is about the same color I had. I worked on this a little bit last night, watching the newer RoboCop, which was a lot better than I expected it to be in just the 20-30 minutes I watched. Yeah, we're gonna have to lighten this up. Maybe I'll use the nib stone. I think that's a good color. Yeah, because I don't. This is making too much alive, and I definitely want. We definitely want dead. Yeah, definitely dead. Yeah, dead. Yeah, definitely time for what? But today's question it's a repeat from last year, and I remember my answer from last year, which is still partially the same, and it's what miniature could you have if you could go out and buy one right now, which is kind of like yesterday's, but not exactly. That is not in my collection. What would I go out and buy right now? Now, if I could just pick one, it would be the new SMAUG model they have for the Hobbit miniatures. Because SMAUG. Oh, it's huge. Or if you're in the actual Peter Jackson movie, you say SMAUG. SMAUG. I'm a little overboard with the pronunciation, which was probably how Tolkien would have done it too, because he was a crazy linguist man. but still. SMAUG. But I don't want to run down how much I disliked the Hobbit movies again. It's kind of like, oh, that old 80s, 90s rock song, My Angel's in the Centerfold. Except, instead of being impressed with your high school crush being naked, you're in fact mortified that she's doing horrible, horrible things on camera. My blood runs cold, my memory has just been sold. Na 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 na, the angel's in the centerfold. But that kind of shows my age. Shows my prudishness too, probably. But yes, SMAUG would be my #1 pick. Last year my pick was Horus from the Horus Heresy series. And of the two, I'm more likely to actually buy Horus, because I can do 60 pounds sterling for Horus. $490 for SMAUG. I'm going to have a hard time explaining that one to this lady that lets me live at her house. But yeah, the gash is coming along very well. I've got a lot of trim work left to do on the armor and on the cloth, which the cloth will be next, because I'll have to do all of that. And planned on doing this airbrush here, but I'm too afraid of it washing over, and so I'm going to do that with by hand, old school. Which it'll be a lot of brown and up to white work. But yeah, I really like the Horus Heresy series. I've got one that I didn't even think about to do for this. I guess because I was on the End Times kick and I found King Leon. I found the Bretonnian king. I want to add that to that. Let's go ahead and step it up a little bit. There we go. Yeah. We don't want it to be an unnoticeable, too subtle of a color change. The wife has finished her throne of contemplation. But there we go, and if I need this color again, I still have it. SMRT, I am so smart. There we go. But yeah, so just painting and slowly building up the colors here. I think, actually, if this may end up being the last color for this. Oh, that's a nice, not quite flesh tone. Gives it a nice grayish brown look. Lightens things up a little bit. I definitely want to pick out the details, especially the rib cage, the bone, and the kind of sucked in bit of his belly. And still leave the dark recesses dark. especially on the belly, because if you don't pull that out, you're going to kind of flatten all the stomach detail out, which, yeah, it's good if you're a fitness model, but if you're undead mummy pope, you need that definition of rotted flesh. Look at that, that's good. But I'll wrap it up here in just a second. Don't need to have a 20-minute video every night. Well, for one thing, it just takes up so much time loading, time that I could be spent playing Diablo 3 or World of Tanks, or sitting with my wife watching TV. So she likes to watch things. We like to watch some things together, but she likes to watch things that I do not like House of Cards with this Kevin Spacey. She really likes that show, and I do not, because I hate politics with a passion. Even shows about politics. She likes it, so she watches it. Then again, I like to watch the movie Airplane over and over again. And she most certainly does not. Well, anyway, yeah, there we go. My answer to the question tonight is the giant resin SMAUG. Because that would, I mean, that would just be, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Alrighty, well, you guys have a good night, and I have a few days left to get Nagash done, so I'm really going to work tonight. Don't think I'm going to fulfill my oath just because it took me so long on the armor, which still looks really good. The more I look at it, the more I like it. And I'll just have to go back in and paint all these bone protrusions bone, which will be the same time that I paint the staff bone. A nice big golden head. Yeah, gold. Anyway. Oh, I don't want to go back on the cart. I guess you'll be. I guess I'll push the cart with you on it. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Good night.